Good afternoon, students. Yes, why less number of students are there? What about the other students? Okay, we have discussed some problems in Bayes' theorem in our previous class. Today also we are going to discuss about the same exercise and we are going to complete that exercise. After that, if you have any doubt, you please ask your doubts and we'll discuss some more problems. Okay. So in exercise 13.3, question number 9 up to 8 we have discussed in our previous class. So 8 questions we have already discussed. So I gave us a 9, 10, 11, 12 other homework problems, but how many of you completed the homework problems I don't know. So I'm going to solve the question number 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then if you have any doubt, you please ask your doubts. Or if you have any other doubts, you please ask your doubts. If any particular topics, if you have any doubt in particular topic or particular problem, you kindly ask. Okay. Right. Look at the question number 9. Two groups are competing for the position on the board of directors of a corporation. The probability that the first and second group will win are 0.4 and 0.6, 0.6 and 0.4 respectively. Further, if the first group win, the probability of introducing a new product is 0.7 and for the second group is 0.3. Find the probability of the new product introduced by second group. Right, so there are two groups are there, group 1, group 2. This is group 1, group 2. There are two groups. Okay. Right, so group 1 will win probability is 0.6. Right, look at the first statement. Two groups are competing for the position of board of directors competition. The probability of first and second group will win are 0.4 and 0.6. That is the probability. This probability is given. That is probability of the first group win probability is 0.6. Second group win probability is 0.4. Right, and they are going to introduce a new product. Okay, so therefore the new product is, so I'm going to take it as this is my event E1. Okay, E1 be the event of the first group wins, E2 be the event of the second group wins. Therefore probability of E1 is 0.6, probability of E2 is 0.4, and I'm going to take it as a new product. That product is taken as event A. Okay, and the probability of introducing the first group to the new product, that is given, that is 0.7. See that if the first group wins the probability of introducing a new product, the first group wins the winning probability, that means wins and introducing a new product, that is 0.7. A means it is new product, E1 means from the first group. So A means it is new product and E1 means from the group 1. Group 1 introducing the new product. Probability is 0.7. Okay, and for A2, A given E2, not E2, A given E2. That means the product, new product introducing by the group 2. That probability also given, that is 0.3. Now, dear students, look at the question. The question is probability of, what is the probability of the new product introduced was by the second group? That is, the question is P of E2 given A. That is a question mark. So kindly try to understand this. There are two groups are there. The first group, they're competing. Okay. And first group wins probability is 0.6. Second group wins probability is 0.4. And the first group wins and introduce a new product, probability is 0.7. The second group wins and introducing the probability is 0.3. Now the question is, one new product introduced by any one of the group. Okay, that new product introduced by the second group. What is the question? New product introduced. We have a new product. That new product by the second group, what is the probability? This is the question. How to find out that? So first of all, let E1 be the event of first group wins. Okay, and E2 be the event of second group wins. Okay, students, then what is the probability? My probability of E1 is given. So therefore, given is probability of the first group wins is 0.6. And probability of the second group wins probability is 0.4. These two are given, and see that here E1 and E2 are mutually exclusive events, and your probability of E1 plus probability of E2 is equal to 1. See that actually this is 0.6. This one is 0.4. So and my probability of E1 is 0.6 plus probability of E2, that is 0.6 plus 0.4. The answer is 1. Okay, Gana? Right. Now let A be the event of the new products introduced. Event of the new product introduced. Okay, students. Now it is also given. This is also given. Given probabilities. Probability of the new product introduced by group 1. The new product introduced by group 2. Second group. These two information are also given. The first group introduced the new product, probability is 0.7. Okay, and for the second group is 0.3. Okay, students, we have already taken here 0.7, 0.3, everything. Now the question is probability of E2 given A, the new product introduced by the second group. All right. So therefore, probability of the new product is introduced by introduced by second group or group 2. Second group, that is called as my P of E2 given A. So dear students, please try to understand this. This is my given. Given means product is given, new product, but this new product introduced by E2. What is the probability? Introduced by group 2. What is the probability? Right? So here I am going to apply the Bayes theorem. What is my Bayes theorem, Kanna? That is equal to probability of E2 given A is equal to probability of E2 into probability of A given E2. So dear students, note down the multiplication of these two is nothing but probability of A intersection E2. That's all. And this is probability of E1 plus probability of A given, sorry, into probability of A given E1 plus probability of E2 into probability of A given E2. So you have all the four values, Kanna. All the four values are given in your problem. You just apply the values. Okay. So my probability of E1 is 0.6. This is 0.6 into probability of A given E2 is 0.3. And this is probability of E1 is, oh, this is probability of E2. Probability of E2 is 0.4 Kanna, into probability of A given E2 is 0.3 divided by my probability of E1 is 0.6 into probability of A given E1 is 0.7. So therefore this is 0.7 plus again 0.4 into 0.3. Now simplify, Kanna, what is the answer you are getting? What is that 0.4 into 0.3 pa? It is 0.12 divided by, you can multiply these two, Kanna, 0.6 into 0.7. So actually 6 sevens are 42, Kanna, that is 0.42 plus this is also 0.12. So therefore this is 0.12 divided by, if you are adding these two, it is 0.56, sorry, 54. Right? Now multiply by, so multiply the numerator also by 100, denominator also by 100, 12 by 54. What is the answer for this 12 by 54, Kanna? You can leave that, otherwise you can simplify. So you can cancel by 2 or cancel by 6. 2 6 are 12 and here 9 6 are 54. 9 6 are 54, 2 6 are 12. Again, you can, if possible means you can cancel it. This is 0.222. Okay, you will get the answer 0.222 like that. Right? This is a probability. Okay, students, any doubts? Students, if you have any doubts, you please ask your doubts, or which slide you want to copy. The first slide copied, Kanna, all of you. So in the first one completed. This one completed, Ka? Any doubts, students? If you have any doubts, you please ask your doubts, Pa. Okay, students, if you don't have any doubt, we'll discuss the next problem. We'll go to the next problem. So this one copied or not? Can I move to the next slide? Is Nagarjuna is there? Nagarjuna, Satish, Vimal Raj, Niranjana Sri. Right. So I will go to the next one. Question number 10. So if you have a question, if you have a book, you kindly go through the questions. Suppose a girl throw a die. Okay. Suppose a girl throw a die. If she gets a 5 or 6, a girl throwing a die. Okay, she may get 5 or 6. Okay, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5 or 6 or 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, right. So if she is getting 5 or 6, read the question, Karna. A girl throws a die. If she gets 5 or 6, she tosses a coin 3 times. Tossing coins 3 times per. Tossing a coin 3 times. Okay, tossing a coin means what are the possible outcomes, Kanna? My possible outcomes are head, head, head. Okay, head, head, tail, and so on. There are totally 8 possibilities. Okay, right. Now come to that and notes the number of heads. Here the notes the number of heads. If she gets 1, 2, 3, 4 or 4. Okay, she tosses a coin once. Tossing a coin once. So if she gets 5 or 6, tossing a coin 3 times. If she gets 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, anyone, okay, she is tossing a coin only once. Okay, students, and number of heads is noted. If she obtained exactly 1 head. Now I am going to take it as this event my E1, this event my E2. Okay, and what is the probability of this event, Gana? 2 by 6. Why? So if the girl is throwing a die, okay, tossing a die or throwing a die, what are the sample space, Kanna? My sample space is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total number of possible outcomes is 6. In this 6, if 5 or 6 comes, then and she is tossing a coin 3 times. If 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 anyone is come, tossing a coin only once. Okay, students. So therefore, for this probability is 2 by 6. That is 1 by 3. Here the probability is 4 by 6. That is 2 by 3. Probability of E1 and probability of E2. Okay, students. Now come to then another event. What is my another event? Let A be the number of heads. Number of heads, but here it is. If she obtained exactly 1 head, A be the event of getting exactly 1 head. Okay. Right. Now the question is, what is the probability that she threw 1, 2, 3, 4 with a die? That means this exactly 1 head comes from this second one. That is the question, Dana. That means this exactly 1 head comes from this second one. That means she is getting 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 in this throw. So that is the question. We have to find out this probability. Why I am choosing E2? E2 only gives that the probability of 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 getting in a tossing a die or throwing a die. Okay, so all these are given information, students. So please look at that. Again, I'm explaining. Okay, so here a girl is throwing a die or tossing a die. Sorry, throwing a die or tossing a die. If totally, what are the possible outcomes? 6 outcomes. If 5 or 6 coming, then she will toss a coin 3 times. If 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 are coming, then she will tossing a coin only once. Okay, right. So if she is tossing a coin 3 times means I will get these are the possible outcomes. Here, how many exactly one head? What are that? Exactly one head. Exactly one head means head, tail, tail. This is exactly one head. Tail, head, tail. This is exactly one head. Tail, tail, head. This is exactly one head. Only 3 favorable possibilities. Therefore, my getting exactly one head is tossing a coin 3 times means this is 3 by 8 is my probability. But here it is 1 by 2 only because my head, tail only possibilities. Total number of outcomes. In this getting head is only 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is the probability. Right? So, but the question is, let A be the event of exactly getting one head, but the head is coming, exactly one head we are getting, but this exactly one head is coming from the second event, through the second event. That means first in a tossing a die, she is getting 1, 2, 3, 4 and tossing one coin and we are getting head. What is the probability for that? Okay, that is we are going to discuss. Right? So first of all, come to that. What is my event here? Event kanna. So what is the event? Let event be the event of getting 5 or 6. Getting 5 or 6. Okay, 5 or 6 is shown on die. Right? What is E2? And let E2 be the event of getting 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 is shown on die. Right? What is the probability, Kana? Probability of E1 is, students, look at that. My N of E1 is only 2. My N of S is, and look at that, Kana. What is my S? So now, what is your S, Kana? S is throwing a die, Kana, tossing a die or throwing a die. My sample space is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are the favorable outcome for E1, Pa? My favorable outcome for E1 is 5, 6 alone. My favorable outcome for E2 is 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Okay, my N of S is equal to 6. My N of E1 is equal to 2. My N of E2 is equal to 4. Okay, so which implies my probability of E1 is N of E1 by N of S. That is 2 by 6. That is 1 by 3. My probability of E2 is N of E2 by N of S. So that is 4 by 6. Right, that is 1 by 3. So therefore my probability of E1 is 1 by 3. Probability of E2 is, this is 2 by 3. I'm cancelling by 2. Okay. Right. Now come to that event A. Let A be the event of getting exactly one head. Let A be the event of getting exactly one head. Right. Anyone of you please tell me probability of A given E1? Anyone of you please tell me what is probability of A given E2? E1 means in this event gonna E1 be the event of getting A 5 or 6. After getting 5 or 6 and she is tossing a coin 3 times. So tossing a coin 3 times means I am getting possibilities favorable is, so that is my N of, and that means the favorable of this E is, that is 3. So here my sample space are head, head, head. Okay, head, head, tile, and etc. And tile, tile, tile. Okay, so therefore here my favorable for this is, that is exactly one head. Exactly one head means head, tile, 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 head, tile. Okay, tile, tile, head. Okay, student, this is my favorable. Therefore, favorable is 3 by 8. Okay, students, my probability of E2 is, you can take it as Kanna. Here it is my N of S. That means my N of E1. Okay, E1 is there. Here my sample space. Right, so therefore my N of A is 3 only favorable. Right, my P of E2 is, here they are tossing only a one coin. One coin means now my probability is only 1 by 2. Getting head. That is only 1 by 2. Now the question is, we are getting one head, exactly one head we are getting, but that head is coming from the second event. That means, and read the question, what is the probability that she threw 1, 2, 3 or 4 with the die? That means with the die, with the die is getting 1, 2, 3, 4 means that is by E2. So therefore probability of E2 given A. That is a question. My probability of E2 given A formula is by Bayes' theorem. Probability of P of E2 and A given E2 whole divided by probability of E1 into probability of A given E1 plus probability of E2 into probability of A given E2. Okay, students. So my probability of E2 is, what is my probability of E2 gonna? See that probability of E2 is 2 by 3. Probability of A given E2 is 1 by 2. Okay, and divided by, this is probability of E1. My probability of E1 is 1 by 3. So therefore, this is 1 by 3 into probability of A given E1 is, that is also 3 by 8 plus this is 2 by 3 into 1 by 2. Now simplify, students, what is the answer? So what is the answer? Simplify. So we can cancel this, right? We can cancel this. Here we can cancel this. So therefore the answer is, this is numerator is 1 by 3 and here 1 by 8 plus 1 by 3. So therefore this is 1 by 8 into, this is 3 plus 8. Okay, that is 11 by 3 into 8 gana. So therefore 3 into 8 by 11. So we can cancel this 3 also. So therefore 8 by 11 is the answer. Okay, students, any doubts, students? Students, if you have any doubts, you please ask your doubts. Are you okay? Are you copying? Yes, Manaranjana Sri, very good. This one completed, Okay, so this problem completed. If you want to copy anything means, you please tell me. I will show the slides. Otherwise, we'll go to the next slide and we'll discuss the next problem. Completed this. Nagarjuna is there. Any doubts? Yes. Come to the next problem. Question number 11. Friends, read the question number 11. A manufacturer has 3 machine operators. So a manufacturer has 3 machine operators, machine A and machine B and machine C. There are 3 machines. A manufacturer has 3 machine operators A, B, C. The first operator, machine A operator, and first operator A produces 1% defective items. So 1% defectives. Okay, machine B operator produces 5%, 7% defective items. Here my defective is 5%. Here my defective is 7%. All these are given information defective items. Okay, if you are taking a product, take defective item of machine 1, take it as E1, defective item in machine 2, take it as E2, defective item in machine 3, machine C, take it as E3, therefore my probability of E1 is 1% or 1 by 100. My probability of E2 is 5 by 100. My probability of E3 is 7 by 100. Okay, right. Now come to that. The next one is A is on the job for 50% on the time, B on the job for 30% and 30% of the time, and C on the job 20% on the time. A defective item is produced. What is the probability that it was produced by A? What is the question, Kana? A defective item is produced. Oh, so therefore, this is not a defective item, Kana. And this is a defective item, and but this is not E1, E2, E3. Because my defective item is going to take it as A. The defective item from machine A. Defective item from machine B. Defective item, machine C. Because look at the question. Read the last question. A defective item is produced, but this produced defective item getting from the machine A, produced by machine A, what is the probability? That means this is A producing defective item this, B producing defective item this, C producing defective item this. Now I am going to take one item. This item is defective. This is comes from machine A. What is the probability? Okay, Kana? These are given. Right. On the whole, A is on the job of 50% of the time. And the B is of 30%, C is of 20%. So kindly read the question carefully, and I'm going to take it as let E1, E2, E1 be the item produced by machine A. E1 be the item produced by machine A. Okay, and E2 be the item produced by machine B, and E3 be the item produced by machine C. Okay, students, and it is given, can I see that my probability of E1 is A is on the job for 50% of the time. That means A producing 50%. Okay, while B producing the total item 30% in the total item. Okay, and C producing 20%. Okay, so therefore my probability of E1 is 50 by 100 per. My 50 by 100 means 1 by 2. Probability of B is 30 by 100. That is 3 by 10. And my probability of C is 20 by 100. that is 1 by 5. Okay, student, this is my probability of E1 kanna. Probability of E1 is 1 by 2 plus probability of E2 is, that is 3 by 10. My probability of E3 is 1 by 5. Yeah, you can take it as here E2. E2 be the mission B, E3 be the mission C. So my probability of take it as E2. This is also take it as E2. So my probability of E2 is 3 by 10. My probability of E3 is 1 by 5 kana. So therefore you can take it as probability of E1 is 1 by 2, probability of E2 is 3 by 10, my probability of E3 is 1 by 5. Probability of E3 kana, this is right. So now I am going to take a defective item kana. A is the defective item. So let A be the event of the defective item comes from A. That means comes from the machine A or by E1. Okay, that is 1%. A be the defective item, the probability of the defective item comes from the machine B, that is 5%. The defective item comes from the machine C, that is 7%. All these are given. So take it as, let A be the event of item chosen item is the chosen item is defective. Okay, this is my probability of A kana. A means defective item comes from E1. E1 means machine A. That is given. What is that? 1%. Right? My probability of E2, A given E2 is, this is probability of A given E2. That means the defective item from the machine 2. Machine 2 is 5%. And from the machine C, probability of E3, A given E3, that is 7%. All these are given informations kana. So therefore this will become 1 by 100, this will become 5 by 100, and this will become 7 by 100. If possible, cancel it, otherwise you can keep it as a fraction, right? Now come to the question. What is the question? The question is, an defective item. A defective item is produced. What is the probability that it was produced by A? Produced by A means there is E1. So therefore, my probability of E1 producing a defective item. I am getting defective item kana. It is in my hand. My A means defective item pa. It is in our hand. The question is, it is given. Okay, the question is, this defective item comes from the machine A. Machine A means E1 be the event of produced by them items in machine A. That's why I'm taking E1. Okay, so what is the probability by Bayes theorem? My probability of E1 into probability of A given E1 whole divided by here probability of E1 into probability of A given E1 plus probability of E2 into probability of A given E2 plus probability of E3 into probability of A given E3. Okay, students, now you know the probability of E1, probability of A given E1. Okay, what is my probability of E1? My probability of E1 is 1 by 2, 3 by 10, 1 by 5. So this is 1 by 2 into probability of A given E1 is 1 by 100. Okay, whole divided by, here also 1 by 2 into 1 by 100 plus, what is my probability of E2 kana? My probability of E2 is either it is 3 by 10. 3 by 10 and this is 5 by 100 plus my probability of E3 is 1 by 5. Okay, 1 by 5 into probability of A given E3 is 7 by 100. Now simplify and tell me the answer for this one, pa. Since please try this and tell me the answer. Simplify now, what is the answer you are getting? So here I am going to take it as this is 1 by 200. Right here also 200 is there, Kana. 1 by 200 plus here if you are cancelling this by 5, you will get 2. The denominator is 3 by 200. Okay, plus here it is not possible by 200, Kana, but 7 by 500 is there. Am I right? Right. Take an LCM. LCM is 1000. You can take it as 1000 as the LCM in the denominator. What is the answer you are getting? The numerator is 1 by 200 only. Okay. I'm writing in the next slide. So this is numerator is 1 by 200 whole divided by the denominator. I'm going to take it as the 1000. Kana. LCM is 1000. So 1000 means here you have to multiply by 5, here you have to multiply by 5, here you have to multiply by 2. So therefore 5 plus 15 plus 2 sevens are 14. So therefore 1 by 200 into this is 1000 divided by this is 15 plus 14, that is 29. 29 plus 5, it is 34. Now cancel it, Kana. Okay, and cancel this by 1, this by 5. 5 by 34. If possible means you can cancel it again. So we are getting only 5 by 34. 5 by 34 is the answer for the probability of E1 given A. E1 means from the first machine. A means the defective item. The defective item is given. That defective item is coming from the machine A. A be the event of getting defective item, but that defective item coming from machine A probability is 5 by 34. Okay, it is 0.1 only, 0.10 like that only. Okay, it is very less. Yes, students, please take down, Kana. Any doubts? This is my Bayes theorem, Kana. Bayes theorem means there are 3 events are given. Denominator taking the total probability. Right? Please try to understand the denominator. This one completed by any doubts? Copy. If you have any doubts, you please ask your doubts, Kana. Completed this? Any other doubts, students? All right. So if you don't have any doubt means I'll go to the next question, question number 12. So see the question, Kana. Question number 12. A card from a pack of 52 card is lost. One card is lost, Kana. totally 52 cards kana. From this one card lost. Okay, the remaining cards totally 51 only. Which card lost? Don't know. From the remaining cards of a pack, 2 cards are drawn and are found to be diamonds. 1 cards are drawn means totally remaining. What are the remaining cards? Kana? Remaining 51 cards are there. From this 51 cards, we are taking 2 cards, drawn 2 cards. Okay, drawn 2 cards kana and found to be both are diamonds. 2 cards are yet taken, drawn 2 cards, both are diamonds. Both the cards are diamonds kana. All these are given information. Now come to the question. What is the probability of the last card being a diamond? What is the probability of the last card being a diamond? So one card last kana. The question is, what is that card is probability of that card should be a diamond card? The last card is a diamond card. How to find out? How to find out this probability? I understand the question first. The question remaining 51 cards. Now I am taking 2 cards from this remaining 51. Okay, I am getting both are diamonds. Kindly understand this situation. And the question is, the last card should be a diamond. What is the probability of the last card is diamond? Right, now I am going to take it as, let E1 be the, I am going to take it as E1 be the event of the last card is diamond. Because the question is finding the probability of the last card is diamond kana. So therefore I am going to take it as my E1 be the event of E1 be the event of the last card is diamond. Okay, E1 be the event of last card is diamond kana. What is my E2 pa? Automatically my E2 be the event of E2 be the event of the last card is not a diamond card. Okay, students, E1 be the event of the last card is diamond. E2 be the event of the last card, not a diamond card. Right. What is the probability, Kana? So, students, please note down your probability of E1 is. So, E1 be the last card is diamond. Totally, how many cards are there, Kana? So, students, totally how many cards are there? So, totally 13 diamond cards are there. Divided by total number of cards is 52. From this 13 cards, we are going to take one card and that card should be last. That means we are going to keep it from the pack. Keep it from away from the pack of the 52 cards. Okay. So, totally how many diamond cards are there? 13 diamond cards are there. From this 13, you can take one card and that card 13 by 52. Okay, so that was 1 by 4. Right? My P of E2 means E2 be the event of the last card, not be a diamond card. Not be a diamond card means what are the remaining cards? Totally 39 cards are there. Out of the 13, 52, 13 are diamond. You can take the remaining 39. These remaining 39 are not diamond cards. Okay, you can take one card from this 39 and keep it away. Okay, students. So therefore, this will become 3 by 4. So look at that. These are mutually exclusive even, mutually exact even, and P of E1 plus P of E2 is equal to 3 by 4. P of E1 plus P of E2 is equal to 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4. Okay, that is 1. Okay, now come to that. Okay, students, now come to that event. Let A be the event of two cards drawn from the remaining pack of diamonds. Let A be the event of getting two cards or diamond from the remaining pack. From the remaining pack of cards. Okay, students. A be the event of getting two cards or diamond from the remaining pack of cards. Now look at that, Kana. What is my P of A given E1? What is my P of A given E2? Any one of you, please tell me the answer. A given E1. E1 means the first card is last card is diamond card, Kana. So the last card is diamond means how many diamond cards are remaining are there, Kana? E1 means diamond card last. Diamond card last. One diamond card last means we have to keep it separately. So remaining totally 51 cards are there. From this 51 we are going to choose two cards. Okay, but here one card is last, Kana. That card is a diamond card, Kana. Therefore remaining 12 cards are there. 12C2. Okay, students. So probability of A given E1 is, that means we are going to take two cards, Kana. That two cards are diamond, Kana. Okay, but if you are assuming already one diamond card last means remaining 12 diamond cards are there. From this 12 we are going to choose two cards and totally 51C2. My 12C2 means 12 into 11 divided by 1 into 2, Kana, whole divided by, this is 51C2 means 51 into 50 divided by 1 into 2. Okay, students, now simplify, Kana. So we can cancel this 1 into 2, 1 into 2. Okay, and if possible means you can cancel by this. So I'm going to, I no need to multiply, Kana. Finally, it will be cancelled. So therefore, I'm keeping 12 into 21. Okay, and 51 into 50. 12 into 11 and 51 into 50. This is my probability of E1. Okay, students. So if possible means you can cancel it also, no problem. Right? So look at that. I'm going to cancel. Yeah, no need to cancel because we have to take an LCM at the last. So that will be easy for us. Now come to any one of you. Please tell me the answer for P of A given E2. A given E2 means here the first card is last card is diamond, Kana. But my A given E2 means it is my last card is not a diamond card, Kana. Therefore, totally I have 13 diamond cards are there. From these 13 cards, I am going to choose two cards. Here one card already lost. Okay, that is any card, diamond card or any card, total number of cards is only 51. So therefore 13C2 means 13 into 12 divided by 1 into 2 whole divided by 51 into 52. Sorry, 51 into 50 divided by 1 into 2. You can cancel this 1 into 2. You'll get just 31 into 12 divided by 51 into 50. Since I clear? P of A given E2. Now the question is, what is the question, students? Come to the question. The question is, find the probability that the last card being a diamond card. One card last, Kana, but that card should be a diamond card. That is my E1. So the question is, they are asking P of A given E1. E1 given A. E1 means the last card is a diamond card, Kana. A means getting a two diamond cards, Kana. We are getting two diamond card, Kana, but already given it is two diamond card, but these two diamond cards coming from that first card is, last card is, okay, diamond card. What is the probability? So therefore my P of A given E1 is P of E1 into P of A given E1. Okay, whole divided by P of E1 into P of A given E1 plus P of E2 into P of A given E2. Now just apply the values, Kana. What is my P of E1, Kana? My P of E1 is 1 by 4. 1 by 4 of P of A given E1 is 12 into 11 divided by 51 into 50. That is 12 into 11 divided by 51 into 50. Because in all the denominator I have 51 into 50, Kana, I can easily cancel it. That's why I'm keeping that. My P of E1 is 1 by 4 into 12 into 11 divided by 51 into 50 plus P of E2. What is my P of E2 part? That is 3 by 4 into what is my P of A given E2, Kana? So that is 13 into 12 divided by 51 into 50. Okay, students, now look at that, Kana. Here also my numerator is 12 into 11 divided by 4 into 51 into 50. And my denominator also 1 into 12 into 11, that is 12 into 11. Okay, here 3 into 13 into 12 whole divided by, this is 4 into 51 into 50. Okay, Kana, I'm taking as an LCM. Why? I'm going to cancel this 4 into 51 into 50. So therefore, what is the answer, Pa? So this is 12 into 11 divided by 12 into 11 plus 3 into 13 into 12. Simplify and tell me the answer, Kana. Students, please tell me the answer. What is my probability of E1 given A? Simplify and tell me the answer. 12 into 11 divided by 12 into 11 plus 3 into 13 into 12. What is the answer? What is the answer, students? Denominator is 589, Gautam. Denominator alone 589. Yes, Madam Ranjana Sri. What is the answer, Kanna? Are you getting, anybody is getting 0.2? And dear students, please note down. Here, my denominator should be a 600, Kanna. Multiply everything, 12 into 11. 11 into 12. Okay, 132 plus 3 into 13 into 12. It will be denominator 16, Kanna. My numerator is 12 into 11 is 132, Kanna. Okay, and cancel by any common number, Kanna. You can cancel by 12 also. It will become 11 times. If you are cancelling this, okay, so it is 5 times, Kanna. So therefore 50. Okay, students, my probability of E given E1 is E1 given A is okay. Yes. Yes, Kanna. Very good. Okay, Kanna. Any doubts, Kanna? Only 2 more problems are there, Kanna. You please try these 2 more problems. Okay. So we have already completed our syllabus and just we have discussed all the exercise problems also, vector, 3D and LPP. Okay, now probability. All the exercise problems also completed. So tomorrow onwards, that means in the next class onwards, if you are asking any doubts, I will answer that question. You please work out all the exercise. Okay, and if you have any doubts, you please ask your doubts. I will complete the clarifying your doubts. Okay, right, Kana. If you have any doubts, me please ask your doubts, Kana. Otherwise, we'll close the session. Any doubts? Any doubts, students? Okay, no doubt means we'll close the session, Kana. So the January onwards, you have a revision test block. I have full test, either for book 1 or book 2 or like that. Okay, that means in the new pattern, you have to write the revision test January 1st week. So therefore, kindly after the revision, you have to write the test. So you kindly prepare well and try to attend the test and write the test very well. Okay. Thank you, Pa. Thank you so much. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, everyone.